kind of commit a lot to keeping Asta safe from here on out, you do have to now kind of switch over to that 4 Protect 1 playstyle instead.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The hook, barely off the mark thanks to the fissure. Imagine just like having an enemy filled out your hook like that. Mavis, he comes in with the trample. And while Flashy does help, it does not help that much against an Invoker and Cold Snap and everything being thrown at him at once. Beastmaster goes on down as well to Krizh.
Radiant are scanning.
Judy goes down to Carlo on the Crystal Maiden.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But down goes the Phantom Lancer to the Laguna Blade. Now on the mid lane, Django is also going to be in a lot of trouble. And Knight's Fissure will accidentally slow down Maiden. Forced to pick up a BKB soonish or not. Because if you do not want to pick up a BKB except maybe for your last item when you don't really need it anyhow anymore, then you may as well go Mage Slayer and Sage and Yasha and just rely on those to keeping you alive. Mavis is gonna run down with Django and ticking to the urn as well. Phantom Lancer with a lance as well as a dead Primal Beast. That's pretty freaking significant. And Krizh will go on down as well. Pudge. He is getting so many freaking flashes, and the Beastmaster with the helm of the Overlord will make sure that this tower...
Radiant's middle base has fallen.
Now the bottom tier 1 tower getting smashed by Phantom Lancer with the sidekick. But the Radiant base is right for pushing. And Pudge, he will make short work of the Phantom Lancer the first time around. Lina gets pulled right, but with the BKB on the Pudge, with the only one in range, it doesn't really matter. Now XY procs his BKB, Carlo freezing field, but to no avail. Marci, not quite dead. Oh my god, but XY gets slammed into the ground. Django gonna go down as well, still with the Pudge dealing so much freaking run damage to everyone. That's a double for the Pudge. Pudge and Earthshaker, the last 2 alive. But those 2 are what it takes to kill everyone but the Phantom Lancer so far. And Phantom Lancer, he can just ignore Pudge's damage for the most part. Pudge hooks the wrong PL, and that is gonna be a death sentence for him too, with the freezing field, especially ultra kill for... It's still in there to Rose, and they do try to hit the real Phantom Lancer with everything the Lina has got to offer. X-Ray presses BKB, making him use the mana burst, but now his BKB is over and he takes way more damage from the PL. Pudge did at least get a dieback onto Bog out of that one. I did say how important Marci is for Overlord. They're all grouped up around the top lane. Invoker, of course, also an excellent high ground defender. That's where I felt. Invoker plus Marci had such a good chance at holding this. Phantom Lancer with the Bloodthorn is gonna go onto Pudge. Pudge forced with BKB, subtract off the mark. Pudge is just gonna go down. PL is starting to come online. It is starting to deal tons of damage with the Echo Slam. It is still not gonna be enough. Instead, the freezing field now comes out, knowing full well that Earthshaker has no top lane. And look at those towers melt. These are tier 3 and they just go down so quickly. Manirex, that would be a hard push to go for. Range Rex, now that may be within his reach. PL, he is so freaking tanky, and boom, boom, boom. Get slammed, XY. Own it, Django. Road gets attempted by TNC. TNC do not have the PL in yet. There he comes. And there comes the damage from the Bloodthorn. Yeah, no, it is gonna... Okay, maybe not with a brilliant Earthshaker stun, but they will just try to finish this game. Well, a smoke gank. Smoke Gang instant DC. Oh god, come on. It's the last game of the day. It's anyone's game with a strong favor leaning to TNC. I am excited to see how it ends, and now we got a freaking pause, taking all of that beautiful momentum away. It will give us time to speak about some of the more interesting items, but Invoker pretty much building meta. He is a bit underfarmed despite Boots of Travel. Though the way Krizh has been hitting his spells, that's acceptable, I think. Phantom Lancer, we've talked fair share about. Marci has the usual items as well, including the BKB. And CM has a full BKB. That makes her a really scary support, since Freezing Field is one of those abilities that, while kind of falling off, this game is pretty much over. Phantom Lancer, on the other hand, still has an Aegis for 2 minutes. 2 minutes could be enough to even try and go for the Ancient. What a freaking game, ladies and gentlemen.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Oh, Krizh got caught by the Earthshaker plus Lina. And now Earthshaker plus Lina are gonna do the same thing to the Marci, or at least attempt to, because Phantom Lancer does send some Illus in to help spell out there. Enchantress, however, being deep in the enemy base, will still be found. It is still gonna go down because this base is no longer the enemy's, it is now TNC's base. XY will kill Carlo, but in exchange they lose their Beastmaster, and that means this Ancient, it is just gonna get torn. Still not finishing as Lina procs her BKB, and Pudge does the best he can to defend. Phantom Lancer realizes he just needs to end this game, not end the Pudge. But hey, if Pudge is a free kill, you may as well try for it. Marci just dishing out so much freaking damage. I gotta say, Overlord, I expected more from them, but GG is called. That, ladies and gentlemen, does conclude all of our Dota action for today. I do hope you sincerely enjoyed the show, although it has been a bit of a chaotic day with a bunch of technical difficulties.